There is a lot of bear activity, it looks like. Welcome back to This Mobile Life. If you're new here, my name is Dustin, and today we're going to try doing something we have not done in 3 years of full-time travel, which is go boondocking, like full-on, middle of nowhere, middle of the desert, middle of the forest, boondocking. We've done tons of other camping for the past 3 years. We've done state forests, we've done national parks, state parks, national parks, private campgrounds. We've mooch-docked at people's houses, done harvest hosts, we've done dry camping at all of these locations where we don't have hookups, but we've never actually done full-on, middle of nowhere boondocking, and we are super pumped to try it.
This is exciting.
There's a couple of reasons why we haven't done it for the first few years. For the first 2 years, we had our huge Class A motorhome, our Tiffin motorhome that was 40 feet long, 30 to 40,000 pounds, and not really something you want to take back into some of these wooded locations, and it's just huge. So that was the first couple of years. The last year with the van that we're in now, we just, a lot of these locations are super far out. So I still work full-time on the road. I have to have internet. Now we have a Starlink dish. We can kind of pretty much go everywhere. Actually, if you want more information on how we connect to the internet and how I get online to work, I'll put a link up here to a video we made kind of talking about that. And we have several different options of how we do it. But it's enabled us to do new things like this. So we're going to go out. We're heading to the Miracle Rock Dispersed camping area, which is just outside of Grand Junction, Colorado, and just outside of Colorado National Monument. And we are going to head out there. We don't know what to expect. We have several locations picked out, but who knows if any of them are going to be available. So we'll see. As far as picking locations go, there's a couple different ways to, at least that we found. We're kind of new to this, so maybe if anybody knows of any better ones, please drop them in the comments below. But as far as locations go, we started off using Campendium, which you can go to their website or you can go on their app. And you can put in the filters in there for public land and for free camping areas, and it'll show you a ton of dispersed camping areas on BLM land, U.S. Forest Service land, and a bunch of other stuff too. So we found a couple. We found this Miracle Rock area, and then what we ended up doing is we have another app that we use called Onyx Maps, which is more of an off-roading application. But what's really cool about it is you can... when you're in the app, it'll show you an overlay of all of the different types of land. So you can see if it's BLM land, Forest Service land, National Park. Definitely don't want to stay in a national park unless you're in a campground. Kind of get in trouble for that. Private property, state trust land, etc. And it'll show you all these. So what we did is we pulled up that map and we kind of had we picked the Miracle Rock area from Campendium, and then we pulled up that area in the Onyx map. And we zoomed in on the satellite view, and you can see all the different possible campsites. And it actually zooms in pretty far, so you can kind of see like the road, you can kind of see like a fire ring sometimes. It's not perfect, I'm assuming, but it gives you a pretty good idea. And then what we did is we bookmarked them, or we created waypoints in the Onyx map. So that way when we get there and we're driving around, we can kind of figure out, oh, let's go check out this one that we saw online, or let's go check out that one. The other nice thing about the Onyx map, when you are way out there, before you have a chance to set up your Starlink dish, because there's no cell phone signal, probably, because we're in the middle of the mountains, you can download all the maps to your phone. So you don't have to have internet connection. You can kind of see where everything is and follow along and create a route using that app without having an internet connection. So that's kind of what we did to figure out where we're going to go. The other thing I have noticed is we do have a RV-specific Garmin GPS unit. And there are several, they call them wild camping sites in that unit as well. So we might check that out. I'll put a link up to the video I made about that if you want to check it out. But has a whole bunch of stuff from iOverlander, from I think freepubliccampsites.com or something like that. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that didn't even show up in Campendium, but showed up in the Garmin unit. So that's what we did for research, and we're going to head out there and kind of see what's available, and hopefully we find a spot. All right, we made it. It took us a couple extra hours than we were planning on for travel today, mainly because we had to go through several different sites to really find one that was one open and two that we could get into. Even this site, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a huge rut right here. We had to use our leveling blocks to literally build a bridge to get the van over that. Our van is kind of low to the ground compared to our Jeep, for example. So it's kind of hard to find some of the sites that we could get into, so something to think about in the future. But we made it. It's a great site. It's wide open in the middle, surrounded by trees kind of everywhere else. There's a campsite. There's a huge turnaround over here. There is a campsite here with a fire ring. There's another huge campsite back here with a huge fire ring. There's our site right over here, and it's super quiet. There's nobody here. We haven't seen anybody come by, and yeah, free camping, middle of nowhere. It's gorgeous. There is a lot of bear activity, it looks like. So there's a lot of bear scat. There's a lot of bear footprints, so we'll see how that goes. But otherwise, thanks so much for watching today, and we'll see you out there.